In the frozen tundra of the Arctic, there is a majestic, powerful, and magnificent creature that had captured the hearts of many. Meet the polar bear, the largest wild carnivore on Earth. In this documentary, we will take you on a journey to explore the life of this amazing one, from its environment to its habits, from its diet to its adaptations. Let's dive into the world of polar bears. Polar bears inhabit the Arctic region, specifically in the Arctic Circle. They can be found in areas with sea ice, where they can look for their main source of food, seals. Arctic sea ice provides a unique habitat for polar bears, allowing them to hunt and roam freely. However, climate change threatens its habitat, as ice is melting at an alarming rate. Polar bears are huge creatures. The weight of adult males reaches 1,700 pounds. They have 2 layers of fur, a thick undercoat, and a longer protective hair layer that reflects sunlight and helps them blend in with their snowy surroundings. Its fur is also water repellent, helping it dry out quickly after swimming or fishing in icy waters. Polar bears are carnivores and feed mainly on seals, which are the main source of nutrition. They have an excellent sense of smell and can detect the smell of seals from miles away. When hunting, polar bears use their powerful claws and strength to catch their prey. They are also skilled swimmers and can swim long distances to search for other aquatic fish. Polar bears have several modifications that help them survive in their harsh environment. Her white fur helps her merge with snow and ice, making her an almost invisible predator. The polar bear has unique physical qualities, including large, flat feet that help it walk on ice and swim in cold water. He also has a strong sense of smell that enables him to detect seals, his main prey, from distances. In addition, the polar bear has double-layered fur and a layer of subcutaneous fat that provides it with thermal insulation against extreme cold. Polar bear adaptation. The polar bear's adaptation to its harsh environment is a great example of biological adaptation. Its thick fur and greasy layers help it stay warm at low temperatures. Its white color also gives it the ability to camouflage between the ice, making it easier for him to hunt and stay out of sight. In addition, the polar bear has a great ability to swim, as it can travel long distances in cold waters in search of food. The behavior and lifestyle of the polar bear. The polar bear is a solitary animal that can not only run at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour, but its strong ability to swim at a speed of 6 miles per hour makes it a real predator in its environment, and these semi-aquatic mammals can hunt on ice and in water, and it is known that it swims vast distances across the open ocean in search of food, and the polar bear can dive underwater to catch its prey, which it does by keeping its eyes open and holding its breath for up to 2 minutes. On land, it tends to hunt using 2 main methods, either chasing its prey or sitting waiting next to the breathing hole for up to several hours before ambushing seals when they appear. Eating seals is vital for the survival of the polar bear, as it can provide it with an energy-rich meal. However, during the short Arctic summer, the polar bear is forced to head north as the ice recedes when it has to feed on other animals indoors. The most important threats facing the polar bear. Due to the fact that the polar bear is a formidable and ferocious predator, there are no animals preying on it in its surrounding environment, and it tends to have the most problems with other polar bears. Females will strongly protect their cubs from males who may try to harm them, and humans pose by far the greatest threat to the polar bear's decreasing numbers, as they have hunted it greedily since its arrival in the Arctic Ocean in the 17th century, until the mid-70s when international hunting was banned. Besides the declining ice fields that are essential for the survival of the polar bear caused by climate change, it is also heavily affected by oil and gas exploration, increased shipping activity, and high levels of industrial chemicals that pollute water, and the polar bear has a relatively slow reproduction rate, which means that its numbers not only shrink quickly, but it does not grow fast enough to sustain itself, and some experts claim that the polar bear may become extinct from the wild in the next 30 years. Today, the polar bear has been listed on the IUCN Red List as a species at risk in its natural habitat. And although the international hunting ban has prevented such a high level of hunting, conservation efforts within the Arctic Circle have proven to be difficult. With the only thing a polar bear needs to survive, more disappears each year. Increasing levels of industrial activity in its natural habitat are also declining the quality of its remaining habitats, and it is estimated that there are between 20,000 and 25,000 polar bears left roaming near the North Pole, with the majority of these bears being in northern Canada.